cruciate ligaments, also MCL, LCL. Won't be a tape job we use very often, but could be something you see in an exam, so that's why we're going to make sure you guys know. Okay, what we're going to do is, normally they show it being taped on skin. I'm not going to do that because he has enough hair that it's not going to feel good. So we are going to apply some tape adherent, and we're going to use the pre-wrap. Now, they show going about mid belly of the calf to mid thigh. If you really are going to use this tape job and honestly want it to do a proper job, I'd go as high to the groin as I can and as low to the ankle as I can for better leverage. But we're just going to go with what their technique shows. So we're going to mid calf. I'm going to wrap him up so he doesn't get torn up. And you want about equal distance from the knee because that's our midpoint. That's fairly good. Okay, they should use white tape on the skin. I'm going to use AC tape because it's a whole lot better. I will anchor it to the skin so we don't have it completely flop down on me. I want it flexed when you're applying the tape so we don't drop it down. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Apply it to the skin and wrap it around. And again, they're showing 2 strips of white tape here, 2 strips of white tape down here. All right. Now I'm going to go switch to actual 2-inch since that is what we use. We're going to use 2-inch instead of 3-inch. And what we're going to do is I'll show the collateral support first. Is we run 1 strip, take the tension out of it, pull your length so it's tight, and take a measurement. You want these to be as tight as you can get them. This one's going to just run up and down right through the mid joint of the knee. Hopefully it'll stay there. Okay. Now we're going to make an X pattern. This is, again, through the LCL. So I'm just going to get across right through here. Basically, we should be a fair ways away from the knee. Again, I'm pulling the tension out of it as I lay the tape. And then I need to make another X. You can see this is actually pulling the tape down, so that's why it is a good idea to tape to the skin. It's putting a fair amount of pressure on that. Okay. So we got 1X, and if you're off, if you need to be further up, you can always lay additional strips to bring it over. So now we'll go to the inside. Again, we want to pull as much of the tension out of the tape as we possibly can. And then we're going to go make our X pattern. MCL is our target. You want to get these as tight as you possibly can. Normally I'll use 3-inch and I'll go closer to the patella, but the main point that we're looking at is the MCL LCL. Okay, so now those are on, so we need to anchor them down before they pop off, which they're very much likely to do. And another strip on top of them to hold them in place. Now we'll anchor the bottom. Now there is an application of white tape that we're going to do. Now, if you're real close to the knee, what they recommend is to the patella, bolstering it with white tape. Because the white tape has less elasticity to it. So they also recommend pinching it there. And then doing the same thing. Now the book shows doing this on the lateral side, not the medial side. Most commonly, if we're going to have knee problems, it's going to be our medial side. Again, if you want to really support this, I'd do more than 2 strips. I'd be doing several strips. If you don't have a brace to use, we need as much support as we can get. So we're going to be laying several strips. So we'll probably be using elasticon tape, which is even more expensive tape, to help bolster that ligament. And I'll lay one more just for the heck of it. Okay, again, now we need to anchor these down in place, make sure they don't go anywhere. Right here. And again, this can be done on both sides if you want. But most commonly, it's the medial collateral ligament that's injured because we have a lateral blow that puts pressure on, puts a valgus force in the knee, and we tear the medial collateral ligament and possibly the ACL. Okay, the last thing that we show in the book is a derotational. And all they do is start in the anterior thigh, about a 45-degree angle. Start at the top, take the tension out of it, loop behind the knee, kind of through the popliteal fossa, and anchor down below right in front of the knee. We do that one direction, and then we do it the opposite direction. So I'm going to start right here, try to keep my angle about the same, come around, go through the popliteal fossa, down, anchor in the front. Again, if you felt you needed to, you could always anchor these down as well. I'm not going to because that's wasting tape then. And that ends that tape job.